Cyberpunk 2077 stands as a monumental achievement in the world of sci-fi RPGs, a testament to CD Projekt Red's incredible dedication. After a rocky launch, they transformed the game into a masterpiece, and now, all eyes are on the future. That future has a name, and it's no longer just a codename. The sequel, once known as Project Orion, is officially moving forward, and development is accelerating at a pace that's turning heads. A dedicated North American team is forging the next chapter of this universe, and recent details paint an exciting picture of what's to come. From a complete engine overhaul to a world that expands beyond the familiar neon glow of Night City, we're going to break down every crucial piece of information about the game now being called Cyberpunk 2. The first and perhaps most significant change is happening at the very core of the game's DNA. CD Projekt Red is leaving its proprietary Red engine behind. While it brought the first game to life, it was also the source of many technical hurdles. For Cyberpunk 2, the team is embracing the power of Unreal Engine 5. This is a game changer. By building the sequel from the ground up on one of the industry's most powerful and versatile engines, the developers are setting a new foundation. This move suggests a smoother development cycle and allows them to leverage cutting-edge technology for graphics, physics, and world design, potentially avoiding the kind of launch issues that plagued the original. It also shows a commitment to not just telling a new story, but to pushing the technical boundaries of what a next-generation open world can be. For a long time, the studio was hesitant to call Project Orion a direct sequel. They referred to it as a new game in the same universe, leaving fans to wonder if it would be a spin-off or something completely disconnected. But that ambiguity is fading. In recent company reports and earnings calls throughout 2025, CD Projekt Red has grown confident, now explicitly referring to the project as Cyberpunk 2. This isn't just a name change, it's a statement. It implies a direct continuation of the world and themes, even if the story follows new characters. Following the astronomical sales and the cultural impact of the first game, a direct follow-up was always likely. But now, it's all but confirmed. This gives us a solid expectation that the events, corporations, and consequences of 2077 will matter in this new installment. We're not just getting vague promises either. We have hard numbers that show just how seriously CD Projekt Red is taking this. According to their H1 2025 earnings call, the team dedicated to Cyberpunk 2 has been growing rapidly. As of July 31st, 2025, the team size swelled to 116 developers. Just 3 months prior, on April 30th, that number was 96. That's a massive 21% increase in staff in a single quarter. This isn't just a small adjustment. It's a clear sign that the project is rapidly moving out of the conceptual phase and into active pre-production. The foundations are being laid, assets are being created, and the core systems are being designed. If this hiring and team allocation trend continues, it's highly probable that Cyberpunk 2 could enter full-scale development within the next year, which is incredibly exciting news for fans eagerly awaiting the next trip to this dystopian future. So, where will this new adventure take us? Fans of the original will be relieved to hear that we're not leaving Night City behind entirely. The iconic, sprawling metropolis is set to make a return. However, it won't be the only star of the show. The sequel's story is planning to take us to a brand new major city. This information comes straight from the creator of the Cyberpunk universe himself, Mike Pondsmith. In a revealing interview, he shared a conversation he had with one of the game's environmental artists. He described this new location saying, and I quote, "It feels more like Chicago, gone wrong." This single phrase is packed with potential. Imagine a city with a different history, a different kind of corruption. Instead of the coastal, media-driven glitz of Night City, a Chicago gone wrong could be a gritty, industrial heartland filled with mob-run syndicates, brutalist architecture, and a pervasive sense of urban decay born from heavy industry rather than just corporate greed. Pondsmith confirmed Night City is still there, suggesting we might travel between the two locations, perhaps via a high-speed maglev train, creating a game world of unprecedented scale. This dual-city approach is a brilliant move. While Night City is the soul of Cyberpunk, introducing a new location prevents the sequel from feeling like just an expansion. It offers a fresh aesthetic, new factions to meet, and entirely different kinds of stories to tell. A Chicago-like setting could explore different themes, Perhaps the decline of manufacturing, the rise of blue-collar cybernetics, and a more grounded, grimy feel compared to Night City's neon-soaked towers. Pondsmith also teased that the developers are aiming for the most realistic and reactive crowd system in any game to date. This ties directly into other leaks and tech demos we've seen from CDPR, including their work on The Witcher 4, which showcased incredibly lifelike NPC behaviors. Imagine a world where the crowds aren't just background decoration, but a dynamic system that reacts to your presence, the weather, and the chaos you create. This, combined with promises of memorable combat and experiences that cater to all playstyles, points to a world that feels truly alive. This brings us to the gameplay itself. One of the common criticisms of the original Cyberpunk 2077 was that, at times, it felt more like a very good open-world shooter than a deep, choice-driven RPG like The Witcher 3. It seems CD Projekt Red has taken this feedback to heart. The success of the Phantom Liberty expansion, which significantly deepened the RPG mechanics and narrative choices, was a clear sign of the direction they want to go. We can expect Cyberpunk 2 to lean heavily into those RPG elements from day one. This means more meaningful skill trees, dialogue options that have real branching consequences, and more ways to solve problems than just going in guns blazing. Another feature set to be expanded is crafting. A basic crafting system was added to Cyberpunk 2077 in a later update and was well received. For the sequel, we can anticipate a much more robust and integral system, allowing players to build and modify their own gear in ways that truly define their playstyle. Finally, we have one of the most interesting debates circulating in the community, the main character. In Cyberpunk 2077, we created our own V, customizing their appearance, background, and skills. It allowed for a deep sense of personal connection to the story. However, CD Projekt Red is also the master of the predetermined protagonist, with Geralt of Rivia being one of the most beloved characters in gaming history. Some fans are arguing that Cyberpunk 2 should follow The Witcher's lead and give us a set character with a defined personality and backstory. This would allow the writers to craft an even more intricate and personal narrative, tailored specifically to that character's journey. On the other hand, the very essence of the Cyberpunk tabletop RPG is creating your own legend in the dark future. Taking away the customizable character could feel like a step backward for the franchise. It's a tough choice. A character like V offers a blank slate for player expression, while a character like Geralt offers a masterfully told story. Perhaps the road to Cyberpunk 2 is still long, but the path is becoming clearer. With a switch to Unreal Engine 5, a rapidly expanding development team, the promise of a brand new city to explore alongside Night City, and a renewed focus on deep RPG mechanics, the sequel is shaping up to be everything fans have been hoping for. CD Projekt Red is building on the successes of the original and its fantastic expansion, ready to deliver a truly next-generation experience.